President Biden is bashing Saudi Arabia. That's a big mistake. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. President Biden has vowed that in coming days he will unveil measures to punish Saudi Arabia and perhaps OPEC for cutting back oil production. Even worse from the White House point of view, the Saudis did not go along with Biden's request to postpone the announcement of the reductions until after the midterm elections. Even before the OPEC flap, however, U.S. relations with the kingdom were at an all-time low, largely because of the killing of an exiled Saudi journalist who was a columnist for the Washington Post, allegedly at the orders of the effective ruler of Saudi Arabia, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, popularly known as MBS. But the ire over this outrage must not poison our relations with this critical country. A fundamental breach will hurt us and help the terrorist regime ruling Iran. The long-time links between the U.S. and the Saudis are based on mutual self-interest. Saudi Arabia is the world's largest exporter of oil and one of the top 3 oil producers in the world, along with the U.S. and Russia. But its vast oil riches makes the kingdom, big geographically but until recently sparse in population, vulnerable to enemies. Hence its reliance on the U.S. for its security. For the U.S., keeping Saudi Arabia independent meant keeping a critical supplier of oil for Europe and much of the rest of the world out of enemy hands. We're experiencing now the bitter taste of what could that mean, with Putin's cutting back oil and gas shipments to Europe. During the Cold War, the Saudis' chief enemy and ours was the Soviet Union. Today it is Iran. Iran has made no secret of its deadly determination to create a terrorist religious version of the ancient Persian Empire that would control the oil fields of the Mideast. Getting nuclear weapons and the missiles to deliver them anywhere, including the U.S., is their paramount policy. In the real world, allies are not always ideal. The classic case was our World War II alliance with the Soviet Union to defeat and destroy Nazi Germany. Although Saudi Arabia is no democracy, MBS has expanded rights for women, a big change for this fundamentalist Islamic state, and economically striving to modernize the kingdom and reduce its dependence on oil. The choice between Iran and Saudi Arabia is no choice at all. The murderous mullahs reigning in Iran have killed or caused the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people, including thousands of Americans. They support countless terrorist organizations. It's not empty rhetoric when they repeatedly vow to wipe Israel off the map. Biden and his team must recognize who are our true enemies. Now, concerning OPEC, the best antidote is for Biden to reverse his all-out assault against oil and gas, which we have in abundance, and let us become once again energy independent. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.